Your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One. The rest of you who don't.
So here we are. It's 2023. This is 1986. All right, we're going back almost 40 years.
It's my birth year, baby. 37 years ago, 86. That's my birth year. And here we are.
86. So none of us, people aren't even born yet. You got to understand. These are the modern women of 86. These are the 1920. He said, raise your hand if you want to be married to your baby's father.
These are mamas.
Yes. Yes. Stay with me. We're going to mind this out. We in 2023. Where did these women come from? Where we just hit on the welfare and abandoning carts and, like you said, no man, all that. Where does this culture come from? As you see the quote up here, I think I can make it as a single parent. This is the first generation of the debauchery. All right. So here we are.
Plan to get married. Why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. It's a lot of responsibility.
She said, you already got a whole child. What I want to marry this Negro for? I got to worry about this child. Now I got to worry about a family.
There, right there. This is 1986. This is the beginning. This is ground zero. Listen to her frame of mind. She said, I got kids. What I look like dealing with a man, I already got enough responsibility. That's too much responsibility. Do you not understand that that man that you're supposed to marry before you carry, he's there to help you with said load, with said responsibility.
And there we are, because people going to say, well, what do y'all say about the men? Let's play devil's advocate like you just hit on. You got to find a good man. We can't just paint with this nug brush. Y'all ain't going to paint everybody with this nug colored brush.
Here we go. Here we go. So you say, what about the men? Understand, if a man came up to his friend and said, dang, man, I married this woman. I knew what she was. She was whatever. She was a dancer, an exotic dancer, whatever. And I married her. And she actually took me for everything I had, man. And that's messed up. Like, you stupid Negro. Why would you do that? You knew who she was before you got with her. And you probably was warned. So, case in point with the women, y'all know who y'all dealing with. That's why you got that stress, because you know the nug you looking to mate with or already have mated with, he ain't about to help you with a daggone thing. He probably told you to your face. He probably climbing through your window just to get them cookies. It's all bad.
So that's the moral of the story. Y'all got to make better decisions. You can't mate with any man and then put it on all men. It don't work like that. So
understand, we're driving the point home as far as accountability and responsibility. Listen to their words. This is 1986, and they're sitting there saying, I just want my kids. It's too much responsibility to deal with a man. No one told them that. They
watched their mama. Here we go. I done watched my mama. She was a homemaker. She didn't get to do, yada, yada, yada. This is that generation. They come from married households, most of them.
There you go. And they call them the silent generation. Women like this here will call her mother and them the silent generation, saying, oh, they didn't speak up. No, it ain't that they speak up. It's because they most likely had peace and weren't much to talk about. You got it. As you mature,
They didn't look happy.
As you mature, your state of mind changes. What gives me peace and makes me happy today ain't the same things as yesteryear. For my birthday, I went out with my wife and kids, and we went and had an amazing dinner. That gave me peace and fulfillment. I was happy as a lark. Ooh. Back in college, no. I'm trying to go out. I'm trying to be somebody's VIP. I'm trying to be the center of attention, yada, yada, yada. No. So we got to mature this. Arrested Development.
Here we hit on Arrested Development. There you go. Bring it full circle. A lot of people don't mature. They can't grow out of that.
Arrested Development, please. We got to understand just how rampant the Arrested Development is in our community. Arrested Development is whenever your mental state is stuck, it's arrested back usually at a point of extreme or intense trauma. And you can't come from that. So a lot of these nugs and these modern women be talking like they 13, 14, 15, 16 years old because that's where their development has been arrested at. And that's why they talk like this. That's why you got Glorilla up here with a whole bag and resources now. But coming from where she from and that arrested development, you're only going to get so much. So that's why you get these women here in 1986 talking about, I think I could do it. Arrested development, trauma, misunderstanding of what happiness is. Stop searching for happiness. Happiness is fleeting. You're looking for peace and fulfillment.
And that's another thing. Just to shout out to PC76, he's saying glad he made it out, made the cut, which he called the 80s, the government, the crack messed up a lot of stuff. And that is true. So when you hit on a lot of these men, even when we talk about these women here, this is during the crack era. So a lot of these people didn't stand a chance. So we ain't here to necessarily condemn them.
There you go.
We got to shine the light because as we just seen, we're bringing this full circle with the photos we just showed before and abandoning carts in Walmart. We're still relying on these same systems. These women still got this same mindset. It's been 40 years and it's been detrimental to the whole community. It does not work and we got to do away with it. Mm-hmm. There's no such thing as I can make it as a single parent. That's nonsense.
No. But yeah, we are not overlooking the crack epidemic, never ever. And I don't mind bringing it up. That is a source of my fire and my ambition. You know, I'm a certified crack baby. I was born under the influence of crack and alcohol. And so, yeah, it's not lost. And I always say a lot of stuff on those parents back there in the 80s was not their fault. They had no idea what crack was going to do to the community. Had no idea. It was a party drug, is my understanding. So not that cold and harsh, like, oh, y'all just wrong. No, we get it. We humans. But it may not have been y'all fault, but at some point you got to say it's your responsibility. It's the hardest pill to swallow. It's not my fault, but it's my responsibility. I got to make the most out of this ride. But we'll never overlook the crack epidemic. No.
Woo, my man PC76. He said, we glad you made it back. He back. Mr. Walker back. But I tell you what, he had these things that I call fits. He got everlasting effects of that crack. Understand? I know. Trust me. It's all right. He manages it well, though. But he back. We glad to have him back, baby.
That's all.
And then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. My father wasn't in the home, so, you know, it really, male figures are not substantially important in the family.
There we
go.
Not
substantially important in the family. That is man.
That is nuclear.
That's chilling.
That's
and
nuclear.
That's why we in this position. No other culture of anybody says something like that, and that's why the cultures thrive because there are men.
That statement coming from that woman holding that baby, that's the equivalent to Chernobyl on the Black community. What she just said. She said, men are not a crucial part to the family, not needed. That was Chernobyl. If y'all know what Chernobyl is where a nuclear accident happened and it's just deserted. There is no helping it. The radiation level is still too high to go in and try to do anything. And that statement there was the equivalent on the urban community as far as our social economic position. Terrible. That was it. Coming from a beautiful young single mom, I guess. I don't know if they called themselves single moms back then. I guess so.
So here we are. We got Third Eye in the comment. Shout out. She said she was 21 back in 86. All right. And she said, I was busy starting a career, but I don't excuse myself. I could have easily been one of these girls. Something in me saw this wasn't it. Wasn't all. So, you know, she said that that was a decade the black family fell apart.
Yes, it
That's
was.
absolutely true. The
Yes.
80s, we never recovered from the 80s, and a lot of us are products of that. And one way or the other, it's just all bad.
There you
And
go.
you want,
And so we all acknowledge that, and that's why we talk about the Victim Olympics. Even though we acknowledge these unfair circumstances and them just horrific and heinous circumstances, almost warlike stuff on the black community, but we got to acknowledge it ain't our fault, and it was messed up, it was wrong, we've been bamboozled, all that. But we got to do something about it. There's no time to be trying to place first, second, or third in the Victim Olympics. Got to roll with the punches and make the most out of it.
so we hit on about the